the most wonderful birthday I've ever had.
Hello and welcome to Best Movie Series. Explore the untold brilliance of Matthew Perry beyond the iconic role of Chandler Bing in Friends. Join us on a journey through Perry's captivating performances in movies and TV shows that showcase his comedic genius and dramatic depth. 17 Again.
Hey, Mike, I can tell you're down, but you're looking at Scarlett kicking you out of the house.
Hey, that's my stuff.
Perry's last film role, 17 Again, is an underrated comedy that Perry elevates from the second the movie begins. The movie, which is almost like a reverse version of Big, is primarily a Zac Efron vehicle and imagines a middle-aged man who finds himself transformed into his teenage self once again. The film gives its opening and closing moments to Perry, though, and it's Perry who elevates the movie's comedy and laces it with vulnerability. While 17 Again may not be a perfect movie, it's got plenty of charm, and Perry is one of the movie's assets from the second he shows up on screen. The Odd Couple.
All right, emergency staff meeting. This just became a business lunch.
Seriously?
Which means I'm paying.
Let's get down to business.
We need to do something to beat eyes and, shake things up.
After you've starred in something like Friends, every other sitcom role you take on can feel like a bit of a come-down. Even so, Perry's run on The Odd Couple captured much of the magic that made him one of the best joke deliverers on Friends. The show was a reboot of a classic sitcom, and this version followed Perry as Oscar Madison and Thomas Lennon as his much more uptight roommate Felix Unger. Perry also served as an executive producer on this show, and while you might think that The Odd Couple is a little conventional, it's hard to deny that it was funny. Go on.
Sometimes life doesn't go your way, but you don't give up, you go on. And when you're down, you don't surrender.
A more unconventional dramedy, Go On follows Perry as a sports radio host who joins a support group to work through the death of his wife. Although Go On is, at least in theory, a comedy, it's one that's laced with meaty conversations about grief and death. Perry didn't often get the chance to show off his purely dramatic chops on Friends, but when he did, he showed impressive levels of pathos and vulnerability. Go On gives him more opportunities to play the dramatic end of things, even as he maintains the wry wit that made him so popular on Friends. Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip.
I'm up. You know what you had me doing last night?
Hang on, did a basketball just come flying by my head?
I've never felt so stupid in my life.
Did you get the boot?
Perry's first post-Friends TV project was Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip, which also happened to be writer Aaron Sorkin's follow-up to The West Wing. Set behind the scenes of a sketch comedy show that is similar to Saturday Night Live, but is emphatically not SNL, Studio 60 gave Perry a chance to deliver his take on some of the sharpest and most distinct writing on TV. Studio 60 was not the kind of enormous success that The West Wing had been, but the show still has its defenders, and it's undeniably a great opportunity for Perry to show what he was capable of. Fools rush in.
Stop it, baby. Stop it. Hi. This is Chen, my dog. Our dog. Welcome home.
A romantic comedy that may have felt forgettable when it was first released, Fools Rush In feels like a revelation in retrospect. The movie, which was released while Friends was still fairly early in its run, follows Perry's character as he's forced to confront real responsibilities for the first time. A perpetual bachelor who finds out that he got a woman played by Black Mirror's Salma Hayek pregnant during a one-night stand. He must wrestle with familial expectations and what he wants from his own life. It's a wonderful performance from Perry, who on top of delivering solid jokes, also has wonderful chemistry with Hayek. As we pay tribute to the late Matthew Perry, let his legacy live on through these remarkable performances. Don't miss the chance to rediscover the magic of this beloved actor. If you enjoyed this journey, remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more entertainment insights. Thank you for being part of the Best Movie Series community.